How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video, a new monthly tier list, in this case the one for the month of August 2025, in which we will talk about the new characters added by Caban this month, which are Solvarch and our dearest friend Cassandra Nova. And apart from the new characters that they have added 7 stars that in this case I am looking at for Baron, Simon, and the characters of this one. The new Renaissance event that we have had during this month and that we continue to have. Okay, let's talk about them. Which ones are suitable? Duplicate, upgrade, defense, skill, awaken, prestige, the best statistical concentrations, and the best relics that have to do with these characters. Remember that this tier list is on all but absolutely all videos on the channel. You can get in whenever you want to see which character you should go up, which character you can down, which one you should invest stones in, which one you should have awakened, which one is a good defender, and all that. So I recommend that you keep this tier list engraved in your mind because it is very simple and also it is very easy to understand. Okay friends, then let's get started. I also have to remind you that all the characters that are underlined in red, because you are going to have analysis on the channel with a link directly so that you can click it and redirect yourself directly. In front of that video, then the characters that are in Blackwell, they don't have that link. Okay? Another question that many of you are asking me, okay, is why the shield icon and the star icon change from red to, for example, the red school one that is in black. And that's basically because Google Sheets forces me to keep it red when I put a link to it. So it has nothing to do with it, but it has nothing to do with it. So in this case, you have to see what matters. Okay? Which means that he is a defender and that he needs the star worth for the awakened ability. So, well, I also have to tell you that in this tier list, any of you can put any comment to analyze it the following month. Well, for example, I know the devil should not be in the semi-tier, it should be lower because in it, you put a link, you put a comment, and you put, hey, the devil should not be in this semi-tier, it has to be higher, lower, you put it, and we analyze it for the next month, therefore. In this way, in line with the 2 comments that 2 people from the channel have left us, in this case, we start with Andre on the 7th about Core Vale, and he tells us, hello, sorry, this core is supposed to be good in defense, but I don't see him, the safety of a great defender. Is he no longer in good defense, or what happened to Salud from Colombia? Well, yes, friends, he is a good defender, and the truth is that I forgot to add him, okay, so let's select him. Thank you for once, that's why I also like that you are here. Is it okay to be able to notify me of these things? Logically, Core is a full defense character who is very, very good. I would tell you top 5 of this skilled class. It's worth the defenders in the end. So it requires that little symbol that I must have escaped. So in this case, Andre Diaz, thank you very much for reminding me. So we give the tick resolved. We are going to go for the last comment. Friend has put it on the defense icon that we have here. I am going to turn the screen a little to see so that you can see it. Well, he's not letting me see. Give me a moment and I'll put it on. Okay, there we have it. We have it here, this Rafael Dardon who left us this comment, and he says, hello, I'm returning to, he's gone. Hello, I'm returning to games and I don't know much about Battlegrounds. Little by little, I assembled my deck, but I see that some of the ones you put that require duplicates say they are good. Sensors without duplication could be an improvement option so that new ones know who are good defenders without the need for duplication and who do require it. Thank you. Your list helps me a lot to raise it to a level that there are many who do not consider. Well, hey, thank you very much from here. And here I have to tell you that it depends because, look, in this case, we have 2 different ones, okay? We have the Great Defender one and we have the Awakened Ability one. I'll give you a fair example. You have it below, which we will talk about with Solva later. This is a good defender and does not require duplication. Why? Because the awakened ability is not that star. It is not. So in that case, the improvement has already been implemented. For example, let's see. Let's have a good defender here who needs a little star. Let's see. For example, Luxury. Suri, for example, to be a good defender, no, she doesn't need to be duplicated. That's why that ability is not awakened. So basically, you have to realize if the shield is there, she is a good defender without duplicate and with duplicate. And when she is a defender with the duplicate, means that she requires that duplicate to be a good defender. So thank you very much, Rafael, for leaving this little comment. And now, yes, friends, let's start with this month's new characters. We have already talked about Solvarch. In fact, you have a video on the channel. If you want to stop by and check how did this character turn out, which I already tell you is quite good, but above all, the important thing is that it can only be achieved by buying those 12 essences of destruction, as I have read the previous one from Lumatrix. And in this case, that is why it has that black heart icon, because it is a kind of event character. He is a great defender because he has Energize, he has Furies, and how you put an unlockable note on him. He may be having a pretty bad time when we face him. Logically, you have to know how to play with it, and it requires a construction for issues of doing the massive damage it has, which I recommend that you review in the video so you know how to play it. And in this case, I put the topic of the primordial dusts, because in the end, those primordial dusts, you can be getting this 6-star plot in the store through the essences of destruction that we have. I have been getting it free to play, therefore it could be a possibility that instead of getting the 7 by investing money, I can raise this software to 6 stars without having to invest money. That's why I put the primordial dust on it. In this case, software friends, I am going to remain in a solid semi-seer position because be careful, we have eaten one, we have made food, there we have it. Well, if you want to be clear, let's see Control XY, Control V. Let's see if you want to go right now. I do now. Well, our software is not going to go here because I don't consider the attack to be a bestiality. It requires a lot of, so to speak, construction. That's why I leave it in semi. Leave me the comments. What do you think if this software should be higher or lower? Then we have Cassandra Nova, that this character is going to be in the new Titan. That's why she has that green heart. She needs the duplicate and a great singularity because this character uses neuroshocks. Those neuroshocks are worth the greater the amount of singularity, the greater the power of those neuroshocks that we are going to apply to the opponent. Therefore, it is advisable that this Cassandra Nova is well duplicated so that it does a lot of damage in this way. That is why it has awakened uniqueness and whatever it is. A pretty top uniqueness. And finally, I have to say that she is a great defender because Neurosot, which in the end is a disadvantage to which very few are immune in the games and beyond. Cassandra Nova is a pretty good character with good immunities. So in this case, Cassandra Nova is going to stay in a semi position. Okay, I don't want to take her to go tier yet because I want to check how the character looks in the goal, which I think is going to be a pretty good goal for her. But above all, you have to wait for a little, and in the future we can either raise it or lower it depending on, okay, I'll tell you the same thing again. If you think that Cassandra is not going to be more up and down, leave it in the comment of the Excel itself or in the video itself. Okay, now yes friends, we are going for the new 7-star characters. As I said at the beginning of the video, Baron Zemo and the characters of this new Renaissance event that have made them a total boss everyone. We start with Baron Zemo, friends. Baron Zemo is a character who, unlike being the prominent one in this character, Solvarch does not appear in the one in which the Titan is, since Tabana has decided to give this promotion to 7 stars with a small boo that we will see when we can obtain this character, which in fact, yes, you can already get it from 7 or you are going to get it from 7 in the new Titans. Leave me the comments or talk to me directly on WhatsApp to be able to do an analysis, because the analysis I have from Baron Simon is a bit old, and in fact, you are already seeing the thumbnail that is super bad. So Baron Simon with the new buff, well, it is to be in the present in which the new Titan is. It is beneficial with Suicide Mastery since the disadvantages are purified. He is a great defender and requires building for attack as you have to be storing his bleeds. In this case for me, Baron Simur remains in a fairly high position like Eseni Gautier. Then we have Obsidian as the king of this Renaissance, okay? In this case, he requires the brown heart to be worn because he belongs to the event. It requires duplication, a great uniqueness for cruelty, since the first is that the refreshment lasts less, and the second is to be able to activate it more times in battle. So it also requires a build from stops, hard hits, leave demolitions, and you will see the damage of Cool of Sivian. In this case, I am going to be leaving it at Mcoc. Leave a few comments what you think, because at the moment, I do not want to give any character such a high position because we have to see how it develops. In the Meta Big Vision, more of the same is another dive that is not really, it is not that strong. The diving that they have done with this Renaissance event was already good in itself, and the only thing that is finally 7 stars in this event requires the duplicate. It requires a great uniqueness. It requires knowing how to play with it to be able to throw several super attacks in a row, and in this case, if you don't have it for 7 goes, it's going to take us a long time to be able to get the 7 in the basic 7 crystals. So I've given him that he deserves those grade 2 primordial powders, okay? Get Vision for me again remains in a good position. I think it went down to Usale because it was an exclusive 6 character. But since it has already gone up, we can have it. In Semgosphere, we have Dr. Voodoo, a character that I think is one of the best we can have in this crystal if you don't duplicate a character, because basically the bug that they have put in it is good in itself, basically apart from putting the poisons, because it also causes damage due to power drainage, which in the end this is base. Quite important with that dive, because this way they expand its attack range much more. In this case for me, Dr. Rodu is a great character, a great Stardark Phoenix counter. Dr. Voodoo, for now, I'm going to be leaving it at semi-god tier. Leave me some comments on what you think of this position, and I have also said that simply having the ability awakened also works. But if the ability is awakened, I already tell you that it works very well. We have Anti-Venom, another of the stars of this Renaissance event. It simply has brutal damage on it in defense. It will work for you because when you hit it in blocking, this character regenerates. So Anti-Venom for me, I will also be nailing it in semi-god tier. He is a great character, I already tell you, and I want someone to leave him in rank 4 so I can do analysis and bring him to the channel so you can see the power that this character has. Sabre Teeth, folks. He is a character who is also possibly the Renaissance and who becomes better with synergies. He's a character, which to me is the worst improvement they have made in this Renaissance. In fact, it's so bad that I'm going to leave it usable for now. Okay, yes, it is true that this Sabertooth has gone from being occasional or even meme to being a little usable thanks to those improvements from Furies to Demolition and Bleeding disadvantages. But I still think that the improvement they have made to him is not enough to be a semi-god tier or take him into account to promote him. And finally, we're leaving with Nitraset. Another 7-star character new to this event. Renaissance requires duplication, requires great uniqueness, and requires knowing how to play with it. It is a character that when you have it duplicated and a great uniqueness, you are going to win a lot of Furies, and you are going to have a lot of damage per critical hit. Okay, friends? Therefore, Night Tracer is a great character as long as you have it duplicated. For me, the truth is that it falls into a great place like Semi-God here. In fact, we are going to leave it here at Night Tracer. We will see how it affects the goal issue if we are going to upload it. Seeing it, we are going to download it. Once we have seen all the characters, leave me the comments you think. We have to go to Prestige, okay? Because we have a lot of characters to put in. They have changed a lot. We start with Solvarch. We have the Prestige 43 with 3U360. And the best relic is that of the Green Goblin. For the concentration of statistics, what suits you best is this red icon, which I think is more power in blocking. Okay, when you hit and physical resistance in defense, okay, then we leave. We are going to be taking it and we are going to be putting it in the top 43, which in this case, this top is not that strong. So it gives us a little more the same because in the end, let's remember that it is outside that top 30, which is very important. So Solvarch, we leave it here. We go with Cassandra Nova, another prestigious top 37.33, 138.0 in rank 4. Besides, the best relic that suits you is that of Mr. Sinister and the concentration of aesthetics. It is precision and, oh, I don't remember what blocking penetration is called. I don't remember what's this little house called. Okay, but we're gonna put it on 37, so let's get it down. Let's get it down. We're also not very interested in talking about this prestige in the end because it's outside the top 30 prestige, so it's pretty good. So we put her around here to see if she wants to go. Of course, Control V, there we have it. Cassandra is not in the position. 37 friends, very well. We are going higher. We have Baron Simo. This is really important because friends are the top 10 prestigious. We are going to put it in right now and talk about it. We are in a row and we put it here. This top 10 is very important because it will surely be one of the most sought after characters in this Crystal Titan above all. Everything for the alliances that are high, looking for a high prestige in wars, and feats of alliances, because now in nothing the prestige will be top 30 and not top 5 as we had previously, followed with 33848 prestige in rank 4, the best Black Widow relic, and 2 statistics in Lekman attack suits. It is precision and drilling, which has finally come to mind. We have Cool of Syrian, we have in 181st place quite a bit. Below are characters that I thought with the theme of the Renaissance because they were going to be more prestigious, but we have already seen that they are not. So we nail here Q of Obsidian 181. The best has prestigious 32364. The best relic is that of Thor, and the statistics in attack, precision, and defense, energy resistance, we are going to go up completely, and we are going with VI Vision, which in this case is the 111th place in prestige. We are going to put it. I think it is one of the new ones that has the most prestige, so we put it above Sentinel and below 1. And in this case, B Vision. You are already seeing that it has 330 P177 prestige, the best Sentinel reliquary, and they have precision in attack and armor in defense. Okay, let's go higher. We leave with Dr. Voodoo 174 of prestige. That is very, very below our friend Dr. Voodoo 174. Let's see that I had a great time here. We need a row and we nail it above Ronin and below Hawkeye, 32,440 and 481 prestige, and Scarlet Witch relic, precision as offense and physical stamina as defense. We're leaving again for, 174. Sorry, I put it in 184, right? Let's see if I've put him in it. I didn't put 174 well on Veil. Yes, sorry, I thought it was the one who had put it lower. 117, our friend Anti-Venom, a character, as I said before, quite good in this Rebirth event and quite sought after. He remains above Devil and below Purgatory. Friends, very well, the prestige is 33147, the best relic, that of the Hulk in attack. What pays the most is precision and physical resistance as a defense. And we live with Saber Teeth, that this case is in 150th place. I tell you, quite low. We are going to put it here above those Forgiveness of the Man-Thing of Man-Sing, and below Human Torch. Okay, in that case, he does not have 328229 prestige, the best relic, Wolverines, and in statistical concentrations, precision and physical resistance as a defense. And finally, folks, we're leaving with Night Racer, character who is also very low. I think he's the lowest of them all. In the Prestige 188, we present ourselves in a row, and it is placed above Iron Man, Infinity War, and below Void Knight Rasert. It has Prestige 32064. The best relic for the former Black Panther in the end to put in critical hits and statistics in attack is precision and defense, physical resistance. So friends, in this way, we would finish all of this spear list of August 2025. Leave them to me. The comments that you think you will put higher, lower, and remember that this tier list is in absolutely all videos so that you can check it when you need it most. So friends, I hope you liked the video. If you're not there, and see you in other videos. Bye-bye. And before finishing the video, thank you very much to all of you who are members of the channel for becoming a member. You got it in the description. Many thanks to the VIP Soris of Ana Banana, Eliel Ramirez, and Oscar Salmeron, and to the authentic Sori of Facundo Juan. Thank you all very much.